Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife, Marie. And you are going in Smackdown Live.
Hey, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke watching Going in the Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here, youtube.com/Steven Larson, and available wherever podcasts can be found. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the little notify bell next to it to make sure you always get your new Going In Raw notifications. We're also available over on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steven Larson. We got a new patron, Larson, and it's at the $20 mark, which you know what that means? He's going to be getting,
Friendo Care Package,
see who
man.
this is. Let's see what the name is. The name is
He could be on Matt Chat too.
Mr. Tuesday Afternoon.
Mr. Tuesday Afternoon. Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it. And you'll be getting yourself a Friendo Care Package once the new month starts.
So in about 3 or 4 days, you'll be completely and totally eligible.
Yeah, man. That's going to be great. Anyways, yeah, so that's a lot of fun. Of course, he'll also get, because of the $20 mark, if it was just the $5 mark, he would still get all that bonus content we do every single week, Larson. 5 episodes of bonus content. So, yeah, it's all good stuff.
Yes.
We're also available wherever podcasts can be found. If you have a second, man, just leave us a review, a rating, or a comment.
Yeah.
It really does help boost the exposure of the show.
Would be.
What do you think of SmackDown last night, man?
Oh, before we get to that, let's mention that there's a Pro Wrestling Tees sale.
Big sale.
Starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time, noon Central, so in about 45 minutes or so.
If you're watching this live, man.
Live.
45 minutes.
By the time this goes up, it will be live.
Yeah.
What's the promo code on that?
I want to say it's a Labor Day sale, and so that obviously means the promo code is Labor Day.
Labor Day.
It's Labor Day.
So we got a bunch of designs at prowrestlingtees.com/goinginraw. Check them out.
This thing is going on till
20%
the
off.
3rd.
So that's Tuesday.
So what shirt should I put up, man? What shirt? I'm going to put up a new shirt. What shirt should I put up? We got 156 people here in chat right now. What should I put up? What shirt? Because I'll just take whatever suggestion you guys got.
Anything?
Yeah, anything.
Anything?
Why not?
All right.
Well, as it pertains to the show.
Robin Stevens.
The Robin Stevens shirt? You guys want a Robin Stevens shirt? Does anybody here know who Robin Stevens is?
Probably not.
Probably not. You want a Robin Stevens shirt? I'll put a Robin Stevens shirt.
I already have a
up.
Robin Stevens shirt.
Do you actually?
You got one for me.
Nice.
I think I still have it.
You should wear it, man.
to find
Oh, was it a white shirt?
No, it's a black. It's black
Is it
with white.
comfortable?
print. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've worn
Oh,
it.
wow.
This right here, the classic fun wrestling logo. You can tell I've worn this a lot. This is available in Pro Wrestling Tees.
That's right there.
A lot of
Absolutely.
people asking for the FPOS shirt.
Y'all really want the FPOS shirt? What did we decide on yesterday during Overrun? Yes to that?
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess we just
Okay.
make it clear what the
Fat POS.
what the F stands for. yes.
Okay, so everybody knows what it is.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. No, that's good.
All right, we can put it up there and see how it goes. And
Boom, FPOS shirt.
if there's
I'll
an
put it
issue
up
with it. We can deal with it later.
today.
There
I'll
you go.
do that.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, man. The Wolf King Slow Wolf. Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, I get the wolf with the crown on it.
The crown on it.
That's not bad.
Would people actually buy that? He's not going to win.
No.
That joke has like a window of a week.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Whereas FPOS, that window for that may have already passed.
That's true as well. Oh, man. Anyways. There's a new Joker trailer. That's cool. But we're here to
watch
talk
that
about
later.
wrestling. Yeah, I'll watch that during Overrun.
So SmackDown, yeah, it was all right. It was fun. It was enjoyable. The end was kind of weird.
Uh-huh.
We can get to that more later.
Sorry, I just gave you an Ed Edwards. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
No, I
Yeah.
thought SmackDown was good. It's funny because, yeah, the end was weird.
We'll get to that more later. But like all the stuff with Orton and the New Day was really good.
Oh, I loved it. And you know what? You know what was even better about it, dude? It wasn't on Raw the night before.
Yeah.
It was saved for SmackDown, making SmackDown feel like it means something.
Yeah.
No, that was good.
The
Where is
Mustafa Ali Buddy Murphy match was awesome.
I watched that GIF of that draping Hangman's DDT.
Oh, the draping tornado DDT.
Yeah.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was weird. I didn't really understand the physics of that one.
Even after a little bit of a bumpy start, but the Bailey Lacey Evans match picked up and was actually relatively
I
fun.
thought it was a good way to reintroduce Lacey Evans.
Shelton Benjamin versus Chad Gable, short but fun.
I like, you know what's funny, man, is that they really could be rolling. They could be running with this Chad Gable thing a lot more than they are. And he would be super, like, I love, even when they just have, I love how he's been playing it so straight and so hungry. The way he looked at the throne when he came out, I thought was very effective. Like he's actually pretty good at those little subtle things. We've always really liked Chad Gable. They've never used him effectively, and I think he could be up there. He could be there with Ali, Buddy Murphy, Cedric Alexander as all guys that you know you're going to get a killer match from and can do some really good character work.
Yeah, it's really surprising since he come back, I think, from injury, cut his hair. They haven't really decided what to do with him. He's been on 205 Live a couple times, had some really good matches with Jack Gallagher.
Yeah.
And then had a couple of appearances on SmackDown. I think this is his first match since his return on SmackDown. And, of course, he delivers in the ring every time.
I like I even like the Miz Nakamura stuff.
I don't know, I kind of wish Sammy would dial it back a little bit.
I actually thought it was pretty funny when he got on the ground with Miz when Miz was selling the Kinshasa to the head, to the apron, to the LED, and then Sammy was down on the ground. I don't know. I'm open to the juxtaposition of Nakamura being this real smooth, silent operator guy, and then Sami Zayn being what Sami Zayn is. Yeah, just sort of this little weird ball of chaotic energy around him. I'm open to it. So if it ends up sucking, then it wouldn't surprise me. But I'm kind of cool with it right now. And on top of that, we're getting Miz Nakamura, which is something that we sort of
that should have happened for Nakamura's debut match.
Now we get to see it.
Yeah.
So I'm cool.
No,
with
that's
that.
all fine.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was a breezy episode.
Considering apparently Vince tore up the script hours before the show and rewrote it.
So yeah,
all
that's
himself.
sort of the story of this, man. Is that given that Eric Bischoff apparently no word on there was that one sheepish moment of his on Raw Reunion.
Yeah.
Where he said, "Hey, Canellis, if you don't like what you're doing now, come to the."
Oh, the best part since his return is Stone Cold's Bischoff. That's the best thing that's come of his return so far.
I know, man.
Hands down.
So, yeah, apparently Vince was not happy with the script going into the show last night, and at the last minute, last couple hours, whatever it was.
Tore it up,
rewrote it. When Vince is writing stuff on the fly, sometimes it can be pretty decent.
Yeah.
What was the deal with that ending, though?
I don't know.
Look, man, that's the thumbnail. That's the title.
Huge head scratcher, because just last week we saw NWO Rowan.
Yeah.
Mike, and I thought that was going to be Daniel Bryan's counter to any footage showing Rowan on the scene.
So the timeline is this. We saw the Rowan footage. The Rowan footage was presented as evidence. Daniel Bryan counters with NWO Rowan.
Yes.
And that's supposed to be the guy. Then Roman this week comes down.
Shows, I think, pretty much. Well, I guess the difference is I think last time we only saw Rowan lurking on the scene. This time we saw Rowan pretty much behind the pile of crap.
He you see the
him
shove.
push. You see that. That's the only difference. I think previously we've only seen the tail end of the footage.
Yeah, right.
Not the actual shove.
Sort of the Bigfoot walk.
Yeah.
And he walks exactly like the Bigfoot guy.
And so why Daniel Bryan just didn't say, oh, here's clear evidence that NWO Rowan did it. Instead, he goes to Rowan and starts slapping the heck out of him.
Yeah.
Calling him a liar. I hate liars is what he's saying.
Yeah.
It's like, well, what is it?
Yeah.
Is NWO Rowan doing this stuff? And if that's the case, if you're saying he's the culprit, you got to continue with that.
Right.
But then Roman shows virtually the same footage we've seen before, and you're like, oh, Rowan, you got him. Slap.
If there was some sort of close-up where it's or new stuff, like another angle where it's clearly...
Or like he unzips his hoodie as one of his metal shirts that we've seen before.
Yeah, because only he knows all about that stuff. Like NWO Rowan, I don't think is a big...
he doesn't look like a metal fan, no.
Yeah. And so... yeah, I don't even know what he looks like. It's weird.
He looks like Rowan.
But did they dye his beard? Because
they might have.
If you look at his
yeah, it was gray and dark.
But
hair.
the dye job was really good.
That was really good.
So I don't get it.
I don't know either.
Weird. Anyways,
if Daniel Bryan's Daniel Bryan produced NWO Rowan in an act of subterfuge, you got to run with it until it's been absolutely proven false.
Yeah, right.
Like that guy's got to have a clear-cut alibi,
right?
And then you move on to some other cover story.
Yeah.
But just 1 week after producing a cover story, using the same evidence as before, now you're saying, all right, Rowan did it apparently.
Here's the thing.
I'm upset about
I actually really like Daniel Bryan's reaction. I liked everything except for the stuff that they didn't address with NWO Rowan. I thought that Daniel Bryan just slapping the crap out of Rowan.
Great.
Like, Rowan is this massive monster guy, and Daniel Bryan is just slapping the crap out of him.
That was great.
That's awesome. Then he comes out there and Roman spears him. It's like, yeah, I don't care about your apology. I don't care you're saying you don't like liars. This is on you. Spears him. I like that stuff. But they did not address the huge elephant in the NWO.
None,
Rowan
not at
in the
all.
room.
And they kicked off the show with a recap package, and they showed NWO Rowan.
Yeah.
Anyways, before we get to the breakdown of the show, let's get some super chats in here. Flame Inc. Live. Adam says Adam Mayhem lost his title. Why? Here's why. Epicommando. Insert Jaws theme here.
Rich guy. Rich guy. Rich
Terrence
guy.
Thompson. Lol, we couldn't even see Rowan's face. I know, you just saw a dude with giant red beard.
Right?
Like, you could have said, yeah, this is NWO Rowan.
Yeah.
It's the guy we caught. Look,
Yeah,
obviously.
that's him. Spear him.
Unless Roman's got some CSI type technology where you can zoom in and
That's really what they should have done.
and really like clean up the picture.
Because it's WWE, so you need a suspension of disbelief. And these days, everybody's like, "Oh, you can't do that." We'll have them
Call in Mark Harmon,
Yes, yeah, or
the whole NCIS team, or LL Cool J.
or Jag,
Yeah, remember that one?
or even Tom Selleck.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. Bring in Magnum, dude, or like.
Well, in the 80s, they didn't have that kind of technology. You couldn't zoom in.
Well, I'm not
and
saying they
clean
bring
up the
in
pictures
Magnum.
so you
Tom
can see.
Selleck's still alive.
I understand, but he's in a different show, different cop show now.
Just get Steven Belisario.
All right, yeah, that's
Was
his
that the
name.
guy?
That's
Was
his
that
name.
Tom
Yeah,
Selleck?
yeah, yeah.
I mean, was that Magnum?
I don't know if no, someone else did that.
Was it Sidhu Busit?
I can't remember who was the EP of that.
Oh no, I know, because Quantum Leap guy was
It's on the tip
gonna.
of my tongue. The same guy that did that, he did A-Team.
I think it was Belisario.
No, it was something else.
Because Quantum Leap was gonna leap into Magnum in one episode, and they had him not do that.
It was just a crossover.
Telling you, it was Belisario.
Because he's still doing stuff. I thought it was a different.
Craig, no, who created?
That's the new one. This is the new one. I want the
2018. What the
I
heck?
don't know why they did that. Oh, it is Bill. Sorry. Okay.
Ah, that dude's got to be rich.
Oh yeah.
Rich.
What else has he done? Well, who did A-Team then? Did he do the A-Team too?
Oh man, Epico came through with Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com/Steven Larson 1. He says, because I still can, and it's a hundo, Larson.
Oh, thank you.
He's easing up on the alcohol today. Thank you, Epico.
Thank you.
Thank
Oh,
you so
see,
much.
Belisarius, he did Airwolf and Quantum Leap. And who was the creator or
Who did A-Team, dude? Who did
A-Team?
A-Team? Anyways, as we get
Stephen Cannell. That's the name.
Stephen J. Cannell, yeah,
Yes,
right.
that's the
There's
name.
a J, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
City
Mike
Pacific.
Lucas then says, as a name for Orton, Dash, and Dawson, Apex Revival. What about Apex guys?
Apex guys. Yeah, because Apex means top.
Yeah, exactly.
Top guys, Apex guys. That's
Yeah,
really good.
Yeah, yeah.
Collaboration.
Exactly. All right. Show kicks off with, as I mentioned before, a Roman recap.
Darn it.
And then he has an interview backstage where he just says, Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan are asking for an apology. We'll see if that happens. Mm-hmm. Next, Kofi Kingston comes down the ring. Before he says anything for his promo, his video package recapping the Randy Orton Kofi Kingston feud. Kofi then gets the chance to drop his promo, talking about how he just wanted to come out and prove himself that he is a worthy champion. And Randy's the one that had to make it personal.
And more importantly, he wanted to prove that he's not stupid.
Yeah.
Because Randy Orton that's his
Insists.
thing.
And then
Yeah.
on cue, Randy shows up at the Titantron saying stupid,
Stupid,
basically ad nauseum.
Yeah.
And then he says, I got a letter that was slid in the door of my hotel room. Normally I don't answer fan mail. Mm-hmm. But I'll read this one for you, Kofi.
Yeah.
So he opens it, reads it, and is like, hey, Kofi Kingston, he's not stupid. You should stop being mean to him. Stop beating him up. Mm-hmm. And he says, this isn't from just a fan. This is from your son. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then Randy says, well, getting this letter, it dawns on me that your family, Kofi, and I, Randy Orton, are staying at the same hotel.
Yeah.
So then rather writing a letter back, I could just pay your son a visit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Brian Zane pointed out on Twitter that this is more or less the same story beats as the Joe AJ
Wasn't
feud.
there an actual letter involved in that one? Because somebody mentioned that on Twitter too. That wasn't Zane. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess we're gonna get like a hotel spot next week.
Maybe.
They're not gonna be at the same hotel though.
I would think so.
They're
I would think not.
They're probably gone from town.
Yeah.
now.
So Randy says, I'll just go pay your son a visit and talk to him then. Mm-hmm. And then Kofi gets upset, naturally, goes backstage, and they brawl in gorilla position, which was great. Not enough action takes place in gorilla position.
Yeah. Oh, that's totally true. I loved it. I thought this was really good. Kofi was like, okay, well, I'm not going to pull an AJ Styles. Maybe that was the point. It's like, we're going to be a bit more logical about this one. I'm not going to wait for this to happen. I'm not going to wait for him to show up at the hotel room.
Yeah.
He bolts back there with a sense of urgency, and then right there, like you said, at gorilla position, they're beating each other up.
Yeah.
You see Michael Hayes back there, ready to take his shirt off and be enforcer. Yeah, doot. And, it was all good stuff.
And then it culminates with Randy hitting a draping DDT off a table.
Yeah.
On Kofi.
Good stuff.
Great stuff. And then we go to commercial, come back, and we get an interview with Big E. He's outside the trainer's room. Kayla asks him, or was it Sarah? Kayla asks him, understand you're
Kayla.
upset. Yes, I thought it was Kayla. About Kofi. You're checking up on him. You got a match against Randy later tonight. What do you got to say? And he says, I can guarantee you that Kofi will be there for Clash of Champions. Can't say the same for Randy Orton. Implication being that he's going to beat the heck out of him.
Oh, man. We got serious Big E last night. It's like one of the best things ever, man. When they let him in a singles match against a formidable opponent really, ply his trade and be serious, it shows us what we could have with a world champion, Big E.
Yep.
And my God, I'm ready for that, man.
Heck yes, man.
I'm definitely ready
Heck
for that.
yes.
But before we continue, here's a word from our sponsor, forhims.com. Summer is upon us, Larson. While I may be wearing a baseball cap out for, say, a day by the river, if you're wearing one to hide your thinning hair, guess what?
What?
You may not have to anymore.
Oh, if you're amongst the 66% of men who start losing their hair by the age of 35, we're here to tell you, don't sweat hair loss this summer. Do something about your hair loss now while you still can.
And why choose odd solutions, or worse yet, do nothing at all, when you can turn to medicine and science? Forhims.com is a guy's one-stop shop for skincare, sexual wellness, and yes, hair loss. Hims connects you with real doctors and medical-grade solutions to treat your hair loss. We're talking prescription solutions backed by science.
Just answer a few quick questions. A doctor will review your order, and if they determine it's right for you, they can prescribe you medication to treat your hair loss. And best of all, it's shipped directly to your door. That means no awkward doctor visits and no time wasted standing in line at a pharmacy. Who has time for that these days?
Certainly not me. Going In Raw listeners can get a trial month of Hims for just $5 today, right now while supplies last. See the website for full details and safety information. This would cost hundreds if you went to the doctor or a pharmacy.
Go to forhims.com/GIR. That's forhims.com/GIR. forhims.com/GIR.
Before we get to the Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy match, we also have to thank another sponsor of today's show, Epico, with another Streamlabs donation. Rich guy. Rich. And it's a big one. He says, this is not a drill. This is really happening again. 2 hundos.
Oh, my gosh. Epico.
Dude, you got to stop, man. You just got to stop. We're not worthy.
No.
Anyways. Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy. I kind of figured this might be a decent match going into it, Larson.
They got a history of putting on some all right matches.
Oh, man. This was so much fun. It wasn't even that long, but it was so much fun.
Oh, it was tons of fun.
Yeah.
These two guys have a fantastic chemistry. Like every one of their matches they had against one another on 205 Live were awesome.
Yeah.
The first one they had in that Cruiserweight tournament when they vacated the title, when Ali did the 450 on the Buddy's arm.
Yeah.
That match was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
That was fantastic.
And this was right in line with all those matches. Early on, Mustafa Ali hits a Rana. He goes for a suicide dive. But in the course of him bouncing off the ropes and running in the ring, Buddy slides back in the ring, gets up, V-trigger.
Boom.
Right to the face.
I always love that because he goes for the very hurried pin, and every time that happens, I'm like, I just wish once he would get that. He would get the pin on it.
He'd hit someone kind of out of nowhere with it and get the pin. Go to commercial. Later on, we come back, and Ali does hit a suicide dive, follows it with his X Factor through the ropes. Instead, Buddy catches him, picks him up, tosses him out of the ring, and then follows with a tope. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Buddy goes back into the ring, goes for a top rope Meteora. Mustafa Ali gets out of the way, counters with a super kick. He hits a reverse Rana.
Yeah.
gets a 2.
These dudes with these reverse Ranas these days, it's like it's just a renaissance because they can hit them like these days. Sometimes they can just hit them slow also because this was sort of a plodding one.
It was a little clumsy.
Yeah,
but it worked.
But it just looks great every time.
Man.
It looks amazing.
After that, Ollie goes up the top, maybe for a 450. Buddy catches him up there, hits cheeky Nando's, power bomb, Kamagoye, a brain buster in quick succession.
Yeah.
Only gets a 2 though.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned Ollie hitting that tornado draping DDT on Buddy Murphy.
I can't even explain. I can't because it was.
So Buddy is on the apron.
Like a springboard also.
Yeah, Buddy was on the apron, and his torso, his upper half, was on through the rope. So his upper half was on the inside of the ring, where his legs were on the outside.
Yeah.
And so Mustafa Ali goes and jumps off the rope that's perpendicular to the rope that Buddy is on, gets him and then does a tornado DDT off that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
It's bizarre. Like you look at the GIF, and I'm glad you just tried your best to explain it. Because, like, for example, our friend O Mason, of course, he's blind, he can't see, and I know sometimes he relies on us to do the moves, and you're really good at explaining that stuff. It is very difficult to explain.
Yeah.
Because I watched that GIF, and a lot of people, I watched that GIF like 40 times.
Yeah.
And you see him come up out of nowhere, and his legs are draping, and then he does the tornado. It was the most
amazing.
bizarre. Yeah, it was
amazing.
It was great.
It was
and you
fantastic.
can see if you look at Buddy during it, Buddy shifts Ali up into the right position too. So he's involved, but you don't notice it. It's so perfectly covered because you're looking at Ali, figuring out what he's doing. It was beautiful.
It was
absolutely beautiful.
It was amazing. And then Mustafa follows it up with a 450 to get the win. These two rivals, though, showing some quality sportsmanship. Shake hands in the middle of the ring.
It was a face-to-face match too.
Yeah,
like Buddy, like he extended and he raised his arm and everything.
Yeah, they've managed to do a pretty low-key face turn for Buddy Murphy.
Oh, and it's great. And dude, I'm telling you, man, it's this kind of stuff. We've seen it. We've seen it with Andrade. If you put on these matches that everybody's talking about, nothing but good things for Ollie and Buddy Murphy. I hope.
I know. I hope this is the match that gets Mustafa Ali's push back on track.
I know. It really needs to be. It really needs to be.
Because he's probably gonna he'll beat Elias. Kevin Owens will make sure that happens.
Yeah, he'll definitely. Yeah, that's definitely gonna be the case.
So he'll be facing Andrade in the semifinals.
Yeah,
and that should be a heck of a match.
That's where it's gonna get problematic though, because I think that Ricochet and Andrade fill the same spot, but Ricochet is right now. He's the guy that everybody. My pick right now is Andrade winning the entire thing.
King Ricochet, man.
Yeah, but what else isn't Ray? Isn't that King in Spanish?
It is.
See,
I mean, Andrade's not a bad pick.
Andrade will then claim to be Primero Ray.
He'll be the Rey de Reyes.
Primero, yeah, he'll be the Rey de Reyes, and then that'll be one more thing, and then he'll try to take the Mascaras, but oh no, pelo, no mas.
Yeah,
his hair is going to be gone. That's my prediction. Ray.
I mean, that all sounds good. I would be totally cool with that. That all sounds great.
He says, Ray. Me, Ray.
I'm Rey de Reyes.
Rey de Reyes.
I'm King of Kings.
Yeah.
After that, Bailey approaches Ember Moon backstage. The subject of SummerSlam is brought up. Ember's like, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, I like that. Ember's actually she used to be like really awkward in these little backstage things, and now she's giving her all, man. She's really trying hard. I like it. So yeah, she said, I don't want to talk about SummerSlam stuff, Bailey. I don't want to talk about that, but we're still cool. I do have to say this about Charlotte, though. She is not face of the division.
Yes.
You are face of the division.
Yes, and enter Lacey Evans.
Calls them nasties.
Well, she calls herself the face of the division, and Bailey and Ember laugh at her.
They actually laugh at her.
That's pretty great.
They say, lol, not.
I mean, Ember Moon did this.
Yeah, that's rough.
Turned away.
That's rough for Lacey.
Pretty great.
So Lacey calls her nasties.
And says, well, you'll see who's the face during our match tonight, Bailey.
Yeah.
Next, Miz comes down the ring, drops a promo. He calls Sami Zayn a clinger.
Stage 5 clinger.
Stage
which
5.
Is, of course, a classic from Wedding Crashers.
Yes. And then challenges Shinsuke Nakamura to a match at Clash of Champions. Sami comes out to the ramp to respond. He says, calls Nakamura an artist, a poet, but most importantly, calls him King of Strong Style.
That made my heart flutter, man. I was like, I love the King of Strong Style.
Great.
And then, of course, he
Great
calls
title.
the Miz
King of Soft Style.
King of Soft Style. Yeah.
Miz says, Sammy, why don't you come in this ring and I'll beat some respect into you. Sammy goes, no, I'm good. And the Miz says, well, maybe I'll go down there where you are and beat some respect into you ringside. Sammy starts backing up the ramp. Miz gives chase. Nakamura attacks him from behind with double axe handle. Hits him with a Kinshasa against the LED board on the apron. Puts him back in the ring. Hits another Kinshasa. And Sammy's providing fairly over-the-top commentary the whole time.
Oh, big time, yeah. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. I'm telling you, man, though, I think that let's take this over the top, make it a real faction, get some more guys in there.
I think that's the important
That
thing.
could be really cool. That could be really, really cool. It's so surprising to me that they don't do more factions. That hasn't been a thing in such a long time.
I know.
Factions are so cool.
They can be, yeah.
And then you have like people who don't have anything to do.
Let's put them in a faction.
Put them in a faction.
And now they're involved in something.
And they're in something.
I know. Next, Elias is noodling on his guitar backstage, and what we soon learned is Shane's office. Kevin Owens walks in, and he's like, what are you doing here? Is this Shane's office? Yes. Is Shane here? No. So Shane's not here at all.
He's like, why are you here? And he's like, because I'm 3 matches away from being king of the ring. You lost in the first round.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Looking for Shane. Shane here? No. So Shane's not here at all.
Interesting.
No. All right, thanks. So Kevin Owens leaves. Next, we get Bayley versus Lacey Evans. There was that roll-up attempt towards the beginning that was kind of botchy. They covered for it okay.
Yeah. Dude, what is the deal? So this match was not a bad match.
No, it was. I mean, apart from the rocky start a little bit, it was fine. Yeah.
However, what is with Lacey Evans? Is she like physically are her cells super dense? Because every time a Bayley to belly hits, she does not know how to jump with it or something.
Yeah.
It's just dead
that
weight.
Second one especially, where Bayley had to kind of like rotate and throw her over her shoulder.
Yeah, and Corey even had to cover for that. He was like, oh, she didn't get it all. But even that first one, it was like, man.
Timing in a couple spots seemed a lot. Because that was the roll-up, the timing was just off on it. That Bayley did something and Lacey just had to hit the deck and she could do it.
I remember when Ember took it. Oh my God, it's beautiful. Like you see what it can be with Lacey. Like this has been a couple times. There was like footage from, I want to say like a house show where it was as if Lacey basically tried to like just resist it. It was as if she tried to dead weight it, you know. And it's like I don't think she did. I don't think she's just like trying to be unprofessional.
Yeah,
she seems to be very professional. I love all the video from her meet and greets where she's completely in character and she just talks trash to people.
Oh yeah.
Like she puts her hand out for somebody to kiss and then she's like, ew, no, not today. It's awesome. She's great. But man, she needs to figure out how to take that belly to belly if she wants to have those matches.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. During a commercial break, Lacey starts working over Bayley's arm. So the story is that Bayley has to wrestle the rest of the match essentially with one arm.
Yeah.
And she'd mount a bit of offense. Lacey would go back to the arm. Lacey hits her moonsault. Bayley kicks out. They end up ringside after that. They brawl a little bit. Bayley hits a draping suplex off the barricade. That was pretty cool. Back in the ring, Bayley hits a Bayley to belly. Too close to the ropes, though. Lacey grabs it. A little more back and forth. Bayley hits a second Bayley to belly, and then goes up top, hits the elbow for the win. They gave it a ton of time, though.
They gave it a lot of time, and Lacey, it seems like she's been in the ring, like maybe practicing or something, doing some reps, because she does seem to be getting better. After that, we had a Daniel Bryan and Rowan interview where Daniel Bryan said, there's 2 words I have not heard him say since last week. I'm sorry. Daniel Bryan's so good.
He's the best.
He's the best.
He is the best. After that, Randy Orton taking on Big E. It's a fun match. Big E starts out fast. He really wants to beat the heck out of Randy Orton, and it shows. Tosses Randy over the announce table. A little more brawl on, tosses him over the barricade. Eventually, though, Orton gets the upper hand after sticking his thumbs in Big E's eyes. Tosses him into the ring post. Big E makes a brief comeback with a pair of lariats, but misses a splash on the apron. And then Orton takes advantage. and hits 3 belly-to-back suplexes on the announce table.
Yeah.
So he hit one, go back in the ring. Like this is all during the picture-in-picture commercial break. So he'd hit one, go back in the ring, like he's go for a count out, roll back out, hit another, go back in the ring, go back out, hit another. He goes for a fourth one. However, Big E fights him off and then hits his own belly-to-back suplex on the announce table.
Yeah.
Back in the ring, Big E hits 3 belly-to-belly suplexes, goes for a splash. The Revival comes out to the ringside area, trips him up. So he turns around, avoids an RKO, picks up Orton for the big ending. Randy fights out, and doing so pushes Big E towards the ropes. Revival hit him, and then Orton hits an RKO for the win.
Yeah.
And then after the match, they hit their Shatter Machine RKO.
Yeah.
Shatter RKO.
And Orton seems to really like the Revival.
Mm-hmm. And they seem to really like him.
They've got really good chemistry. They're in something really fun. Man, Big E, I can't say enough great things about him, dude. Seriously.
He's awesome.
This match was so much fun. I love seeing that side of Big E because it's so rare. And I think that's what makes it so effective. But, man, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want more.
Yeah.
After that, we had a Chad.
Well, hopefully we'll get more in the near future.
I hope so. I really do. I mean, how old is Big E? Was he like mid to late 30s?
I'd probably say early 30s.
Early 30s?
I would suspect.
That's if he takes care of himself, man. If he has so much time left.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we'll take a look at it later. After that, we had a Chad Gable interview. And, of course, he was asked about Shelton Benjamin. And he was like, yeah, he's playing mind games, calling me short.
33.
He's only 33.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's like younger than the average NXT signee these days.
I know.
Yeah, lots of time left for him to do something really cool.
Yeah, Xavier Woods is 32.
He's only 30. He's been around for such a long time.
I know.
That dude's been wrestling for a long time.
I think Kofi's
When did he make his
38?
debut? How old was
38.
Xavier when he made his debut? Usually it says the debut year. It was like 2005?
2005, yeah.
Man.
He started training when he was in college.
Yowza. That's crazy. Anyway, Shelton Benjamin shows up. Doesn't he? In that interview?
Yeah.
Chad Gable one. Talk some trash.
So he comes up and he's like, I'm looking for my opponent for my match tonight, is what Shelton says. And then looks down.
That's why I kind of missed that. That's great. And then there was a 24/7 title recap.
Same thing we saw on Raw with the Fox Founders Day. Rob Stone win the title. Elias getting it back.
Mm-hmm.
And then Elias drops the promo from the King of the Ring throne. Bad move, Elias.
Bad move.
Bad move.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Owens emerges slowly behind the throne.
I mean, honest, that might actually be pretty smart. That might be a counter to Baron Corbin's math. Because what did I say? I said, man, Baron Corbin got up in that throne and he cut his King of the Ring promo. That might be blasting through the math of just touching the scepter, sitting on the throne.
It's not.
Is it digging even a bigger hole?
It's the same as doing your high spot off the ladder before Money in the Bank.
Wow. Okay.
He had his coronation speech before he won the tournament. He's not winning the tournament.
Ooh.
Absolutely not. He'll make it to the semis if Ricochet beats Joe.
Yeesh.
That's as far as he's going.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. I think that's how it's going to go, too. Anyways, so yeah, Elias, Kevin Owens emerges behind Elias, beats him all the way down to the ring. Owens hits a stunner. R-Truth sneaks into the ring, goes for the pin. Drake pulls him out, then covers Elias for the win. Drake Maverick starts running around celebrating. Notices trips. Yeah, notices R-Truth starts to get up. Drake keeps on, saying that he gets to consummate his marriage now. Then he gets away.
Yes.
Kevin Owens on Twitter responded to somebody asking why he wasn't interested in the 24/7
Said, I got
title.
a family. I got 3 cats, 3 dogs. He doesn't want to worry about someone coming up to pin him when he's taking his kids to school.
It's a great explanation.
Totally is.
That's a wonderful
Makes all the
explanation.
sense in the world.
It does, yeah. Not every title is for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's like the last title in WWE I'd want because
Oh, dude, it's too much.
it's this shadow over your entire existence.
Yeah, I don't want to be sitting around.
This dark cloud that's following. Yeah, you're a champion, but you always got to worry about someone coming up on you and rolling you up. You think you're safe at the grocery store. You know if the cashier there has got a ref hiding somewhere.
Might be John Cone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just someone can roll you up on aisle 10.
If I want to sit there on my couch and watch Unsolved Mysteries endlessly on Pluto TV,
Yeah.
I want to be able to do that without thinking somebody's going to...
That gypsy's going to come and roll you up.
Yeah, she finds a little dog ref. She finds a dog ref from the Aaron Gribby matches.
Yes, dog ref. Just to roll you up, exactly. You don't want that. hanging over you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's too much. It seems like it's a constant panic attack.
Not huge on it.
Not huge on it either. Next, Shelton Benjamin versus Chad Gable. Fun match. They didn't really give a ton of time to, but still, nonetheless, both these guys really know how to deliver.
Shelton Benjamin, his like just even nonverbal character work before the match started, it's so good. He's awesome.
It's a shame they don't do more with him. He's so damn good.
Yeah.
So early on, Shelton, he's ringside. Chad Gable goes for like a somersault senton off the apron. Shelton catches him, has him up in like powerbomb position, and just tosses him into the barricade. That was a rough spot.
That was rough.
Finish though, saw Chad Gable missing a moonsault. Shelton hits a running knee on him, picks him up for a powerbomb, and then Gable reverses, rolling through, rolls him up for the win.
It was a very crisp roll up too. I like those ones. I know Miz and Baron had a super clunky one where you go over and you roll the guy in.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, man, stick to like what you guys can do.
Yeah, I know.
Don't try to be luchadors. So anyways, yeah, that was good stuff. Like I said, I really like Chad Gable's character work these days. I think it's pretty strong. After that, we've talked about this a bunch, but we'll just recap it really quick. Roman Reigns came down to the ring. There's about 4 minutes left in the show at this point.
Yeah, he took his time too.
He did, yeah.
He was giving fist bumps and thighs to half the crowd. It seemed like.
Should I apologize, y'all? No.
I like that
they're on the screen. They can't hear you. Should I apologize, y'all? No.
That was all good because it was just him talking. That was not a script.
It's so good, man.
No script.
I know. He's so good. Like, I really hope they're able to pull this off because I'm down for Roman being face of the company,
totally
champion, all that stuff. But they just need to let him be him
and take their time.
Let
Joe be Joe
and have it come sort of out of nowhere. Too.
I know.
That's what you want.
Take their time. Don't go with the idea that Roman is once again being shoved down our throats.
Right.
Give him like another year to really get over organically.
Ease into it.
Exactly.
Ease into it.
Exactly. So Roman's in the ring. Before he even really said anything, Daniel Bryan and Rowan show up on the Titantron. And Daniel Bryan says, all right, all I want you to say is 2 words. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And that's when Roman goes, should I say I'm sorry, y'all? They're back there.
They can't hear you.
They can't. They're not going to do anything. Should I apologize?
Yeah.
And they're all, no. And Roman goes, well, I got some video. All of us, let's check out this video. And as the video, it's like security cam footage almost, GoPro footage of the first attack. And we mentioned earlier, there's a bit where you can see someone that looks exactly like Rowan pushing over some of the stuff and skulking off camera. More or less what we've already seen before. But for some reason, this seems terribly incriminating in the mind of Daniel Bryan, and he goes ballistic.
Yes.
Starts slapping the heck out of Rowan.
I hate liars.
Yeah, while shouting, liar, I hate liars.
Yeah.
And then, so he says, someone give me a mic. He grabs a mic, and he's cutting a promo, walking down the ring, which is great. I love that.
That's awesome, yeah.
He's saying, I had nothing to do with this. I hate liars. Rowan has violated my trust. I knew nothing about it. And so he's pleading his innocence all the way down to the ring. He gets in the ring. Roman just spears him.
Like 2 steps.
Yeah.
And Roman spears him. It looks like a tough one, too.
Yeah.
It looked really great. And then that's how we end. So where it goes from here, anyone's guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm interested, though. I'm intrigued. I like it. And I want them to keep it on SmackDown.
I know, and I'm happy they decided to take their time with it.
Yeah, sure.
Because it's given a lot of people a lot of opportunity to develop their character, put on good matches.
And it keeps us interested.
Yes.
You know, a lot of people are talking about this. I know it's funny because it's sort of, it's right now it's the guilty pleasure of the WWE. Because like what I've seen on Twitter anyways, or on the Friendoverse on Facebook or whatever, is like, people say, man, I hate to admit this, but this is like one of my favorite things right now. Because it's not like, it's cheesy.
It is cheesy.
But it's entertaining cheesy.
It's
okay.
one of the more soap opera-esque storylines they've had.
And that sometimes that could be terrible.
Yeah, but this since they're actually not going terribly over the top with it.
Right, yeah. And it's Daniel Bryan. He can do anything, and it's great.
Yeah. And it's given us Buddy Murphy on the main roster.
For sure.
It's done a lot. Question time, Steve.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
What? Do it again.
Epico. The $300.
Oh my God.
Streamlabs.
Epico.
He says
it's too much.
He said, I'm only second on Streamlabs. This has to change. Man, oh man.
Thank you.
It's too much. I'm going to get a haircut. With this money, I'm going to get a $300 haircut.
Make it 150. You can do what you want to with your cut.
I'll stick with my normal $15
There you go.
cut. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Yeah,
I'll give you one for free, Steve.
worry not, everybody. No, now I can afford a $15 one.
No, okay.
Worry not, everybody. I'm gonna get a haircut today.
Iconic Bud Ryan says Orton Revival team name should be RK. Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that's pretty good too. That's pretty good too. Dom L said, so Bliss and Cross have already beaten the Iconics, Kabuki Warriors, and Absolution. Those three teams aside, who could they face at Clash of Champions?
Good question.
Rhea Ripley, I think.
Oh, did you see their finish?
What?
Rhea Ripley and Reina Gonzalez. They're a tag team. They had a
They're
tag team.
tag team. I didn't see their finish.
Oh
What
man,
was
it was great.
What is it?
I don't even know if I can describe
You
it.
seen any GIF or something?
Yeah, I
On
think
the house show circuit?
Yeah, they put it was a video on Twitter. They
Oh,
posted.
okay.
It was amazing.
I'll just check it out. She called out Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. So that would be my choice, but that's probably not going to be the thing.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Here,
I don't know who they're
She
in.
was
They're in a
great.
thing. I don't know. I mean, they could try to go with like Bailey and Ember Moon, maybe.
Oh, watch this.
All right, I'm gonna watch it.
I'll
Live
keep it.
reaction.
Tommy Cat, Steven Larson. Sorry, I haven't been supportive since SummerSlam. Life has been busy. Girlfriend dumped.
A little awkward,
Got
that's cool.
3 new ones. Flight to Chicago in the morning. AEW.
So number one, never apologize for not being supportive. You're here. You're watching the show. Whatever. Life gets in the way sometimes.
Man, that's a cool finish.
He says, life's been busy. Girlfriend dumped. Got 3 new ones. So he traded in one. Did he get dumped or did she dump
It's unclear.
him? In any event, he got 3 new ones. So you gotta be careful how you manage that.
Yes.
Honesty is always the best policy, in my
Indeed.
opinion.
Indeed, I
You don't
agree
want to get,
100%.
as they say, caught up.
Yeah, you don't want to do
You
that.
know, because that sometimes leads to jack moves.
Yeah.
which I've seen on Dateline.
Yeah.
You don't want to deal with that, man.
No.
Let's
Was
see
it
here.
Usher? The song Caught Up?
Maybe.
I think it is.
I don't know.
I can hear it in my head.
I just
thought
know
it
you
was
don't
Usher.
want to get there. You don't want to be caught up. That becomes a problem.
Yeah, Usher.
Yeah.
That's a good song.
Let's see here.
Dylan. Hey, friendo. Sorry to bring the mood down, but September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. Sorry. Also, an update. My friend with leukemia is doing okay.
Oh, that's good.
Good to hear that.
When is the next Saudi Arabia show?
November.
Oh, it's Halloween, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Oh, maybe it is on
I
Halloween.
thought it was a Halloween show.
Maybe.
We should try to figure out like a day in September to do a charity stream.
Good idea.
If it's what, Childhood Cancer Awareness Month.
Yep.
You guys, we did one for St.
St.
Jude's
Jude
Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
And it was like what, 2015?
Yeah, we raised a lot of
that.
money. Yeah.
We raised a bunch of money for
I think
that.
it was $2,000.
That's great. I have one of my good friends when I was a little kid. She passed away from leukemia when she was maybe 10. Like she was such a wonderful little girl too. So that's got a place in my heart. Mr. Tuesday Afternoon, what tag team and woman would you add to the Shinsuke Sammy faction? We were talking about this. Let's make it a real faction. What tag team would you want to add? You know, it would kind of go along with the strong silent type, be AOP.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like take him out of the SWAT team stuff and give him something different.
Mm-hmm.
That could be cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then
be good.
somebody from the women's division.
If they have Nia Jax,
Ooh, that'd be dominant.
part of their
That'd
faction.
be pretty cool. I'd like that.
Nick C, you guys watch Cardiff and you guys
Royal
watch
Quest.
Royal Quest or just highlights. Either way, I'll see you for All Out. We'll watch Cardiff live. Apparently, Royal Quest is not available live.
That's what we heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I might do some live tweeting for Cardiff. Maybe. I'm going to have Alabama that day, so we'll see.
Wayne Maker says, Steve, Epico money equals hair transplant. Rude.
No, look, man. Let's just keep it real for a second. If this continues, if this, so like when you go back a little ways, like my hair it's not going away that quick, but you know, if that becomes the case, I have no problems getting hair transplants, man. Absolutely. Technology these days, you kidding me? This is not going to look at, you have a wonderful dome when it's shaved. Like you should keep it that way.
Well, I'm going to.
This right
More so
here
because I don't like dealing with having to get up and comb my hair every morning.
is like the weirdest shaped head.
You say that.
It's oddball, man. It's really weird.
I don't think it's.
I do that.
I don't
It
think
just looks
it's- I don't think
goofy.
it's weird as you think it is.
It's not good.
Alex Ramirez says KFC sandwich greater than Popeye's sandwich.
I find that very
I
hard
haven't
to
had the
believe.
Popeye sandwich yet.
I find that hard to believe.
Dylan says Wayne Maker head reduction size surgery.
There's an awesome picture of Wayne Maker on Facebook. He was too big. He was too thick. He's a thick boy. He's a thick king. He was on some ride with his lovely daughter Sienna, and there's a picture of an attendant getting his giant freaking head / body combo out of it and in his own one so she could be safe.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
It was great. It was
Wow.
great. Of course, he was wearing a Progress shirt.
Of course.
With the sleeves cut off.
Of course. Dylan again, WB presents Halloween Havoc in the Desert for the Saudi Arabia show.
Yeah, there you go. I'm going to head over to the Patreon here.
Yeah.
No, you go to the Patreon. I'll go to the Discord. Of course, they're making noises now.
Bobby Rivera, how hard do you think Ali can go? He's in terms of revival theme song.
How far?
How hard do you think Ali can go? We go hard all day, all night, as in the revival theme.
Yeah, I think he could go all day, all night.
Yeah.
Yeah. How hard could you go?
Maybe half the afternoon.
Half a day. Yeah.
Yeah. No, half an afternoon.
Oh, wow.
Like noon to 2:30 maybe.
I'll say I can go hard from like 10 to
Especially
1.
Like I maybe longer if I can get my afternoon caffeine. If not,
Yeah.
I'm lucky to get till past 1:30. I might have a good hour and a half of going hard in me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Definitely not all day, all night.
No. Alex Foster, where the heck are the Ascension? I know they're rarely on TV to begin with, but did they get kidnapped by Bray or something?
Yeah, dude.
They probably just work house shows at this point.
I don't miss them. They're probably still in main event, maybe. Let's see here. Is Hafty reiterates, is the Randy versus Kofi angle just a redo of Joe versus AJ? It's turning an interesting rivalry into rehashed laziness. I think as long as they don't like actually have them terrorize the family. I mean, if they do, I'll probably be entertained by it anyways, but it'll feel more like a rehash, and you don't really want
Well, I think the difference partly, too, is AJ felt like he didn't really do anything.
Yeah, I know.
Whereas Kofi...
Remember, like, the next week, he was sitting on the couch?
Did he say the word dude?
Probably.
He called Joe dude.
Don't do it, dude. Listen, dude.
Like, if someone's like terrorizing your family, you don't call him dude. Mm-hmm. So at least they have Kofi taking the fight to Randy.
Yeah.
Which seems to be a pretty significant difference between the two. Wolfpack for life. If WWE is really doing a hard split for the roster after moving to Fox, what does that mean for the 24/7 title? Will it still be on both shows? Yeah, it could totally be on both shows.
Epico, just stop, dude. Just stop. Save it for the charity show.
Oh, my goodness.
Another hundo from
Oh,
Epico.
my goodness.
Benefactor. Alex C. linked us to, I think we've seen this before, the Trent Seven promo of some sort.
Dylan says, shout out to an awesome podcast.
No, I haven't seen this before. That's cool.
Last match standing. Landon, Spencer, and Rick review the 109 best matches of all time and then rank them. Says it's an awesome show.
What show's that?
Last match standing.
Last match standing. That's
Ranks
cool.
the 109 greatest matches.
Of just WWE or
just
of everywhere?
Ever.
Man, I don't know. There's so much stuff we haven't seen. I think it was Lariato, the Twitter account.
Yeah.
Did you see the link? The it was like French wrestling. It was like French pro wrestling. Oh, I think I was looking at Rovert's Twitter feed, and he was linking it from somewhere. And some of the stuff they were doing, this is like from like the 1970s. Some of the stuff they were doing is like indie stuff today.
Yeah.
It was like crazy stuff, like 205 stuff.
Cool.
It was neat.
That's cool.
So I don't know, man. I think there's just so much stuff out there we've never seen.
Yeah, and I think our ideas of what wrestling was like in the 50s was just a lot of holds and grappling.
No, they used to do power bombs and stuff.
Power bombs and
Lou
drop
Fez
kicks.
was dropping power bombs.
Yeah.
It was great. RKO's on people.
Totally.
There was that one, like, I don't know if it was Lou. I think it was Lou. Dropped like a freaking RKO on a guy.
Innovator, man.
It was great.
Thomas Dunnigan, do you think the whole who's trying to kill Rowan angle was written to be viewed as a comedy?
I'm going to say no, even though sometimes they don't understand that it's unintentional comedy. I don't think the intention
This is
though.
huge news here.
Okay,
Steve.
go ahead.
Master of memes, Blake Whitehouse says after working 2 Halloween seasons at Party City, Blake can confirm the scepter is in fact from Party City.
Ha! No way! Oh man, that is so not surprising.
Nope.
Wow.
Dylan says or asks, so is Randy RKOing one of Kofi's kids too far? Yeah.
No, man, he does it to his kids in the pool all the time. He seemingly is like the master of the RKO.
You would think so.
He can hit it hard or soft. After all, it's named after him. Let's see here. This is a good question. Ryan Luckman. How do they roll into the new name for Chad Gable, a.k.a. Shorty G? Let's say they pull the trigger on this Shorty G thing. How do they do it? How does he take ownership of the name?
I guess he would have to, rather than maybe take offense to short jokes, he'd have to embrace them.
Well, I would think that it's this. Like next week, maybe he comes back and maybe, Shelton's upset about this. And he comes back at him, and just to put more stank on it, he's like, man, how about this? He's like, hey, Shelton, I know you're upset about taking the L from me, but I'm going to put you up against somebody so you can prove your worth because I feel bad about it. And he rolls out somebody from 205, like a Gallagher or somebody.
Noam Dar.
Noam Dar, perfect, yeah, because he's super short.
Someone shorter than Chad Gable.
Right. And so Noam Dar gets a roll up or something like that.
Yeah, but of course, Chad would say, sorry, Shelton, that you came up short
Yes.
in our match last week. Yes.
And so to put extra stank on it, he dubs himself Shorty G. He's like, can you believe you got beat by Shorty G? That's what I'm going to call myself. So it's just to throw stank.
Rather than be put off by Shelton's attempts at insulting, he embraces
takes it for his own.
Totally.
It's great.
Lord Ziffer, what do you guys think of the confirmed Hell in a Cell match between The Fiend and whoever has the Universal title after Clash of Champions? So it was advertised by the Golden One Center here in Sacramento.
Yeah, I was going to say, is this going to be non-news today?
No, because there's actually potential. Because Braun responded. Well, Braun responded to it. To I think the Golden One Center's post.
He did, yeah.
And then
something about family.
Something.
I forget what.
But then Bray responded to him too.
Yeah. He said I don't care. He said I'll even die. I don't care. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Let's see here. Braun.
So it was interesting little bit of news from Golden One Center
Some
here.
news. Let's see here. There's probably a tweet reply
rather,
yeah. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. If the student has to teach the teacher, then so be it. He can get these hands like anybody else. To which Bray responds, lol, come teach me, baby boy. I love you. I've never lost to Seth, and I don't care if I die, literally.
Wow.
That's awesome, man.
Wow.
That's great. Yeah, Golden One Center breaking
breaking
spoilers.
storylines.
Yeah, that's great.
Christian Perez, you guys going to watch the CM Punk live Q&A?
Yeah, it's going to be on the fight. I don't know. I'll probably just read transcripts after the fact.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
I was reading to do some studying up for stuff. I was reading transcripts from his Colt Cabana interview. There's so much interest.
Oh no, I remember spending 4 hours across 2 days listening to the whole thing.
Yeah,
there's a lot of interesting in there.
Mm-hmm.
Chris P. Bacon.
He said,
Crispy bacon is fantastic.
Sounds so good. I'm so hungry right now.
I know.
Got a crappy peanut butter and jelly.
Really? I got some lentil pasta with some grilled chicken on it. Delicious.
Neither of us are doing.
Some pesto and bruschetta. It's good stuff.
It sounds pretty good.
It is good. Any possibility that doesn't sound as good as crisp bacon though? Any possibility that Rowan lied to protect Roman's true attacker, the Fiend? Follow-up, when is Daniel Bryan going to interrogate Bruce Pritchard? The man was at the scene of the crime. Watch the video back. Yeah, he is there. Chris Bacon out.
I got to give props to Pritchard for doing all those shows with a messed up mouth.
Only they took out 6 of his teeth. Apparently, the infection went all the way up to his sinus, or they had drill all the way up to his sinuses.
And all he really couldn't do were some impressions, but otherwise, I couldn't really if you can kind of tell. There's like a list, but man, that's rough, dude.
I wonder if Chris Bacon's that's his shoot name, Chris, middle initial P, Bacon.
Get out of here with that.
He said Chris Bacon out.
Well, yeah.
Bacon's not a terribly uncommon last name.
Kind of is, dude. Kind of is.
It's Kevin Bacon.
Is that Kevin's shoot name?
I think so.
Kevin Bacon.
I'm assuming that's a shoot name.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Norwood Bacon. Yeah, but you don't really hear that all the time.
There's an artist, his last name was Bacon, too.
Well, there's the Bacon brothers. That's Kevin Bacon. And
No,
his
I
brother,
mean like
and
a
his
painter.
actual brother.
A painter, his last name's Bacon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, man. I'm going to say no, it's not a shoot name. But I could be wrong. Maybe you're right. That'd be cool. There's Butch Bacon.
It's true. But then whenever I hear Crisp P. Bacon, I'm going to think of delicious bacon.
Yeah.
Crisp bacon.
Yeah, I mean,
Crunchy
that's what I
bacon.
always hear when I hear his name. He's been around for a little while.
Yeah, I
Crispy
know.
Bacon.
I know.
Yeah, man. It sounds amazing. Do you see Burger King's trying to compete with the... God, what am I... What's my...
I don't know what you're doing.
Oh. Did you see Burger King's trying to compete with the McGriddle?
No.
They have, instead of pancakes, and I'm not claiming this is better. It might be easier to eat, though, because that McGriddle is ridiculous. I got one for Lacey the other day because she never had one before, and she took a bite out of it. She was like, this is too much. So I took a bite out of it. I was like, yeah, dude, it's way too much. It's like
good,
Five
though.
Guys. It's too much.
So good, though.
It's really good, but it's not good enough. It's really bad.
No, the problem is that it's too good.
So they,
It overwhelms you with flavor.
Well, you can just feel your arteries hardening is the problem with it. They got, instead of pancakes, they got waffles, little mini waffles on a sandwich, and it's new. So I want to check those out.
Oh, okay. I don't think I saw that, yeah.
It's an ad. It doesn't look overwhelming, but it looks like it might be pretty good.
Does Burger King serve breakfast all day?
They should. Isn't that like the
McDonald's
standard
does,
now?
I think.
McDonald's does?
I think so. I think Jack
No,
in the
they
Box-
totally do.
I think Jack in the Box
Jack in the
does,
Box
too.
are doing that too. If BK doesn't, they need to stop worrying about those crappy Impossible Burgers and start worrying about their business
Impossible
plan.
Burger wasn't crappy. It just was a pretty. It was just a Whopper that didn't have meat in it.
Yeah, I know. That's crappy.
So crappy.
I want a Whopper with meat in it.
Well, it wasn't like you were getting fooled. You knew what you were getting into. You knew it was a Whopper with no meat. If you want a Whopper with meat, guess what you order?
Whopper.
Yes.
Richard Nixon. Not
I think his shoot name's Richard Nixon.
I hope so. What's more likely?
Oh, Chris P. Bacon.
Now we're in the dregs of the show, the end days of the
Chris
show.
P. Bacon is more likely shoot name than Richard Nixon.
I don't think so. Nixon is a much more, when Nixon resigned, 25% of the people still liked him.
I understand that.
He still had a 25% approval rate.
I know.
That's insane.
I know.
I don't know what's more insane. Anyways, Richard Nixon, his parents might have been they might have been the 25%, man. Richard Nixon. Anyways, he says, not a question, but I recently left Steve's dream job of working at Target. I had been there for 5 years and recently got picked up doing computer stuff for an engineering firm. I have no clue what I'm doing, but I wanted to say thank you guys for getting me through Target and now helping me bumble through this new gig. Hey, man, for 5 years at Machinima doing gaming stuff, we faked it till we made it.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see here. Did you read this one from Hugh Jass? From Mr. Hugh
Not sure.
Jass.
Pretty sure that's not a shoot name.
I think we can agree that's not a shoot
Probably
name.
not a
right
shoot
there.
name.
Anyways.
Richard Nixon's name, that could be a shoot name.
whoa.
I feel like Chris Bacon is more likely a shoot name.
Chris P. You think it's a over 50% chance it's a shoot name?
For Chris Bacon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no way, man.
62%.
30 at best.
62.
Hugh Jass.
2% Bosch, that's a shoot name.
I seen an NXT UK post talking about how Cesaro is going to NXT Cardiff.
Yeah.
And he said he's taking a hands-on approach. If he does end up in a program, who do you think he'll end up feuding with? I hope it's Cassius. Oh, no.
I don't want to see them feud. I want them to team up.
Both. Hey, do you want Cesaro in NXT UK for a little while?
That'd be cool.
I do. Oh, that'd be great. But Cassius, oh, no. Cassius friggin'. Does Cassius have a match at Cardiff?
Nothing announced, I don't think.
Open challenge. He comes out open challenge.
They'll probably have Cesaro take on Ilya, since they both do a lot of uppercuts.
That'd be cool. Yeah, okay.
Just a guess. That's popped in my head.
And then Ilya gets the upper hand. Cassius Ohno comes down.
To help Cesaro.
Kings of Wrestling.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I love it. Dude, it's so funny, man. WWE has so many people with history under their banner, and they never utilize it.
I know.
Because
Because
it doesn't happen in WWE.
Exactly. They're still so hesitant to acknowledge anything that happened outside of WWE. They'll allude to it, but they won't ever really capitalize on it, I feel like.
Let's see here. Max Zero. Where do you see Kofi ending up on the card after his title run? He says, personally, I didn't see him as a main event star before, and even though I think he's done well with what he's been given as champion, I still don't think he's anything more than an upper mid-carder at best. He says he doesn't think it'll be a gender drop, though. No. Gender drop, that's such a rarity. And that was pretty shocking. Well, I'm not going to say shocking, but anyways. Kofi. Yeah, the funny thing about Kofi is that I think that you can book him into becoming a true main event player. I think that all he needs is a win against Roman and Brock. He pulls that. I know. That's like impossible.
Yeah.
But I think that you can have two really amazing stories.
Well, I don't think he needs both of them. I think if he got one of them, then that would do it.
I think he can be like, I'll put it this way. You know what I think his ceiling is? Potentially CM Punk. Because CM Punk was he a true main eventer? Like, he always wanted the WrestleMania main event. That's rarefied air right there. It really is. That's like super capturing the zeitgeist or being like so legit that you're in the main event. Mm-hmm. Like you're a true Vince guy. And I don't think CM Punk was ever that. That's why he never got his WrestleMania main event. That's why he was at the level where, yeah, you can be a top guy until we need that title for The Rock.
Yeah. And then John Cena.
And I think, yeah, exactly. And I think Kofi can be that level. I don't think he's a John Cena guy or a Brock guy or a Roman guy. I think he's a CM Punk guy. I think he could be a CM Punk guy. Mm-hmm. That's where I think he could be.
Yeah.
And I think it's a pretty good spot to be in. Unless you're literal CM Punk. Let's see here. See if there's anything left. Oh, of course, Rich the Smash Bro. He's dropping 3 questions on us. Let's see if one of these... Okay, here we go. What's more of a shock? What would be more of a shock? Ricochet beating Drew, which already happened, or Ali beating Buddy? Oh, what's more of a shock?
Ricochet beating Drew.
Ricochet
Ali,
beating Drew clean is a much bigger shock.
I think Ali might very well have a winning record over Buddy Murphy at this point.
Let me ask you this, though. Buddy's accidental push.
Mm-hmm.
If the timeline is correct, unless they're literally just doing this by the seat of their pants every week, which is possible. Buddy's entrance into the King of the Ring seemed to have been, could have been, potentially been, replacing somebody else who wasn't as hot as him, who wasn't as in the moment as impressive as him.
Yeah.
His push was seemingly accidental.
Yeah. He
was milling about. They decided to use him. He impressed everybody with his in-ring work. They rolled with him.
Yeah.
But that was all around the same time that King of the Ring was announced and the participants were announced. Mm-hmm. He was announced after like his push started.
Yeah, it was after his match with Roman.
But it's very possible that he hadn't originally been in whatever they originally thought the roster would be for King of the Ring entrance. Yeah. Who would have been there instead of him?
I'm looking right now.
Because, I mean, it still would have been somebody who was going to lose in the first round.
Yeah, exactly.
But I wonder if he stole a spot. Oh, nice. A new patron, John Volker.
This is not a whole lot of competitors who make a ton of sense, though. Who aren't already in it on the SmackDown side of things. Because, like, they wouldn't have had Alistair in it, only to lose the first round to Mustafa. I mean, would they have had Matt Hardy in it just for?
I wonder if it would have been. Wait, was Dolph in King of the Ring?
No.
Maybe it would have been Dolph. And they were like, hey, you know, we can do something else with you. Let's put Buddy in this. Yeah, that could be.
We'll put a tag title on you.
That could be, because I could see Ali beating Dolph in the first round. Mm-hmm. Dolph takes loss after loss after loss, and they still like him.
Exactly. Oh, Cal Jack's here. Hey, Cal.
Hey, Cal. Anyways, now that Cal's here, we can leave. I will tell you this right now, though, now that Cal's here. Thanks for reminding me. ProWrestlingTees.com. I would imagine it's probably Cal Jack. Let me see what it is.
It might be Cal_Jack.
ProWrestlingTees.com/Cal Jack. I'm just going to try that. Loading.
Oh, it is.
There it is. Okay, so it's just Cal Jack. Kaljak. The only shirt that I'm looking to get, besides maybe another Going In Raw shirt, is this brand new, and I want the black and white one. The color one's great too, But the straight up black and white one, the Cal Jack Grizzly black and
Scroll
white.
down a little bit. I like the profile one. The Go
That's
Grizz
a good one too. The
one's
orange
good, too.
one, you look good in orange. This
like
is a
orange.
cool one too. But it's this one's done by Juan Ortiz, a terrific artist that does
Yes.
a ton
Yes.
of wrestling shirts that you've seen out and about.
Yes.
One of the my favorite Young Bucks shirt, the one with their crazy skulls,
Oh, yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
pink, teal, and yellow. I
Yeah.
think that was a Juan Ortiz original right there. I'm getting this Cal Jack shirt right here, man. I think it looks great.
It's a good shirt.
So there's that, and then of course also at ProWrestlingTees.com/GoingInRaw, I'll get the FPOS shirt up, and then something else. I don't know, maybe something else.
All right.
We'll see.
Sounds good.
Anyways, want to thank everybody
Yes,
for tuning in,
thank you very
including
much.
our sponsors, Hims and Epico Mondo. We will be doing a bonus episode for everybody.
Yes.
Thanks, everybody. We appreciate it. Till
Today's
next
Chat
time.
Trivia.
Today is Chat Trivia. That's
Yep.
correct. Thanks, everybody. Till next time. We'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Where is the thing? Here it is.
There.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steven Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.